Good afternoon and welcome to Horticulture Geek. Today we are working on planting tulips, ornamental cabbage, and pansies. It is December, almost Christmas, and for a lot of places in the country or the world, it seems like excessively late. But here in Arkansas, it gets so hot and stays so crazy that you really can't plant tulips until middle to end of December here to have them be healthy. So I've had 400 tulip bulbs in the refrigerator chilling. I've got 200 of them already in the ground. I've got 200 to go, and I've got a top dress with these ornamental cabbages and pansies. So let's jump in and I'll show you how I do it. All right, here's the load of stuff. Let's head to the front yard and get this in the ground. All right, I've got it all laid out how I want it to look. So I'm gonna do the center with the big white ornamental cabbages, edged with the orange pansies. And we're doing that on both sides. All right, it's a little bit chilly. I'll look a wreck, but as you have probably figured out by now, I do live on a very busy street. So it's kind of hard to film out there, which is why none of my previous videos, which there aren't very many, but none of the previous videos have ever been out in the front because of the noise and the road traffic. So I think what I'm gonna do here is I got all the cabbages and pansies planted in the two front flower beds there at the walkway. And I have 100 tulips already planted under those. I did that yesterday afternoon, forgot to grab the camera. So what I got to do now is I've got 200 more tulips to plant, one on each corner of the house. And what I do is I do a pit style plant. The dog is wanting to say hello. Say hello, Garcia. Hello. Okay. I do a pit style plant. So I'm going to dig a big pit on the corner of the house. I'll sprinkle in my bulb tone, very much like bone meal or a root tone or something like that. It's just a special blended fertilizer that you put in the hole with your bulbs. So I'll put some of that in the hole, work it into the soil, and then I'll arrange the bulbs in the pit. Once I have them arranged, I'll backfill. And then I have some more pansies. I may have time to top plant on top of those. I'm not sure. We'll see how far it goes. But I think what I'm going to do is from this point on is I'm just going to kind of film without talking. There's going to be a lot of road noise, but you'll get the point. It's not hard. If you are planting tulips in a flower bed that has existing plants like perennials or shrubs or something like that where you can't dig a pit, the best thing to do is to buy a auger. They make bulb augers that you put right on a power drill, a hand drill. I have one. I just don't need it in this situation. So you can do that, and you can individually bore each hole into your flower bed where it needs to go, where you want to place those bulbs. If you're just doing, 10, 12, 14 bulbs, it's really not a big deal. But in my situation, because these are annual flower beds where I switch them out annually, I don't have anything in my way. I'm doing the pit style plant. It's easier for me just to grab the shovel, dig the hole, get the bulbs in there, and then backfill it all in. So that's what I'm gonna do. So come on, we'll go out there. I'll show you the before, kind of in the middle of the road process, and whatever else I can squeeze in, trying to avoid as much traffic noise as I can. All right, here we go. All right, so here's the before. You can see it's just a plain bed here on the corner of the house. I do have a tarp down so I can throw dirt onto the tarp It'll contain the mess, and it'll be easier to get that dirt back into the hole once I'm ready. I've got some landscape lighting and wire that I've just got to pull back out of the way, and then I'm going to start digging. All right, so here you can see I've got the pit dug out. I just did a arced pit around the corner of this flower bed. And I did come in with a tape measure to make sure that the pit was 6 to 8 inches deep all the way around, which it is. Bulbs need to be planted deep here in Arkansas. Well, pretty much anywhere, but especially here where we've got so much heat and they don't like it. So now I've got to work in my color blooms and bulbs plant food. So this is just gonna go in the hole, get sprinkled in, mixed in, and then all of my tulips get going in the hole. So I'll come back in a minute and I'll show you that all done. All right, so now I've got them all in the pit. They're all arranged. There's that fertilizer's mixed into the soil underneath them. So now it's just a matter of filling the hole back up. And if I want to top plant anything on top of them, I can. I'm not sure I'm gonna have time for that today. All right, here we go. I'm gonna backfill them up. And I did go ahead and throw some stuff right on top just to give it a little top dress on the corner. Well, as I predicted, I am running out of time. And I didn't show you me planting the tulip bulbs in the other bed, that fourth and final bed, because it's the same process. You've seen it once, you've seen it, enough. So, but hopefully this showed you something. You maybe learned a little something that you didn't know. But like I said, I'm out of time, so I've got to go. But this is a great time. If you want to like this video, share it, like my page, whatever, that would be awesome. So until next time, this is Horticulture Geek. Have a good day.